podcast show for business owners and managers who are passionate about developing people and growing a successful business. And now here's your host, Alistair Booth from the HR Booth.
The channel and the latest episode of the HR Booth podcast. So apologies for the delay, first of all, and not having an episode for the last couple of months, partly down to the fact that I've had a kind of short period out the business following a short illness. Thankfully, everything is okay, but it did result in a couple of weeks being out the business completely, and then a phased return over a number of weeks. So I've not really kind of been actively involved in the business full time, but have kind of been back at work now for a few weeks, and all is going well. The great thing is that the HR Booth has carried on over the weeks that I was out of action, so to speak, and that is testament to the great work that the team at the HR Booth do. And again, very few kind of clients actually realised that I was out, so that's a positive thing. But all is going well. And yeah, the team have continued to kind of service our clients over that period of time and doing some great work as always. So in this episode, actually, so just on the fact that I, had to take some time out, kind of did, like anybody, time of reflection, and I've kind of spent some of that time to do that. And this podcast actually is just on the kind of benefits, I suppose, of using a business such as the HR Booth versus a standalone kind of HR consultant. And I think the good thing about a business such as ours, and as I said earlier, testament to the great work the team do, is that you don't just get one person, you get a whole team kind of behind you, and that means that you're not kind of stuck should someone be on holiday, which is obviously quite common over the summer months that we've just come out of. If someone is off sick or has to take time out of the business for a variety of reasons, what you get with HR Booth is that there's always someone who knows your business and kind of can step in to kind of help. So that's the advantage of using the HR Booth to provide the HR services for your business. That's a big difference compared to some standalone HR consultants where that cover isn't always guaranteed. And I know kind of better than anyone, having kind of started the HR Booth on my own from a garden shed a number of years ago, the kind of challenges that kind of brings in terms of, you're having to market the business, you're having to, look at the sales, you're having to try and get business in, you're having to deliver for clients, all the kind of finance stuff kind of behind the scenes. So everything, that goes with that business. So I totally get that. And obviously you do need to kind of take some time off as well. So I completely understand that independent HR consultants and a standalone business, will have that kind of challenge. What's been really quite encouraging from my point of view is that we actually have some standalone HR consultants who do come to us from time to time, maybe help support with their backlog, or if they're needing to take some time out of the business, whether it's to cover, kind of long-term sick or a long-term holiday that they might have, or a kind of medical kind of reason that they might need, that they can kind of come to us to support some of that. So that again is testament to the work that we do at the HR Booth. So from a business point of view, what you do get from us is kind of reliable HR support whenever you need it. There wouldn't be any interruptions, there's no gaps, and you just get straightforward advice from our team at the HR Booth who get to know your business. So again, if you're a business at the minute thinking about some HR support, then you might want to think about utilising someone like the HR Booth to provide that ongoing support to your business. So if you want to find out more about the HR Booth, you can do that via the website, which is www.thehrbooth.co.uk, or you can email us at info@thehrbooth.co.uk as well. And now that we're kind of back in the saddle, so to speak, there will be plenty more episodes coming up over the kind of coming weeks. So look forward to catching up with you all again soon. Thanks for tuning in.